Morning, we're in the Carrick Hills today, just outside Ayr, and we're removing, you can see Ryan pulling up the EPDM. There's no ventilation underneath these boards, and the quality of the job is just, well, it's shit. The guys were actually stopped. Here's an example, look. There's not even an outlet in there. It literally is, that's a drain pipe there, and they've just pierced it with and tried sticking it down to the pipe, which moves. Just nothing's been finished properly. And that's just nailed down. And then they've got a lead detail here, which is just nailed. And just look at the state of it. It's not even, that's not even fixed. So it's coming off, and we'll be filming the stages. So back in a bit. Right, we've got the first board off, and we realised that none of this is fixed down. It is floating. There is not one fucking screw in this. Oh fuck. At least it's going to come off easy. Right, timber almost up. They did put a vapour barrier down. It doesn't go up the sides, which it should do, but at least they put one in. But the insulation leaves a lot to be desired. And that's just, I mean, I reckon they bought one box of screws. So, yeah, not great. But at least it was easy to come up. Oh, let's not even bother taking the slates off. Holy shit. Okay, actually, what is the point in doing all this insulation and... Holy crap. Well, it's a good job we got a load of wood left. Fuck's sakes. Oh, I've never seen anything like that.
That's bad, isn't it? Very bad.
It's obviously all the way along, because... Fucking hell.
You've got a cheat to even put the wee bits of insulation in.
I know, what's the point? What? Well, now we know why there was a load of screws in that last board.
Oh, you're fucking right.
And nothing in the rest of the fucking building. Okay, quick update. Apparently now, you don't have to drill holes to put your cables through. What you do is, you put your fairing strips, which are not fairing strips, so they've diminished the timbers going back the way. And as Ryan's pulling that up, you can see they're not even fucking fixed to the roof. Now that's disgusting. I've never seen anything like that.
I'm excited for this new chapter.
So they started off with a 4x2, then they've dropped it down, whatever, and diminished until they've got no batten. Fucking hell. Right, we discovered a problem. We were laughing about the wires and everything, but because they've done the fairing strips the way they have, they're not fairing strips, so they've got a 4x1 there, then they probably cut, I don't know, 10mm off this one, then 10mm off that one, so the timbers go through following the boards. Now that's all very well, they've got their run and it's worked for them, but it's not ideal, because what it does do is at the end, we're putting insulation on top of here, but at the end here we've got an airflow gap going right underneath. So now we've got air flowing underneath the insulation, which basically means you're going to get condensation on the bottom edge of this board. And we're putting a warm roof on for no fucking reason whatsoever. You basically don't have any insulation. Yeah, the whole thing's pointless. I hope the video explains it a bit, well, you can see what I mean, Gav, but it ain't good. So that void between here and the underside of the board, that is an air gap. So hot air will be coming from the house and it will just condensate on the back end of that board. I'm going to email this to you now. Right, we've got the insulation down, as you can see. The vapour barrier or vapour control layer went down yesterday. We've got it tucked up underneath the slates there, so we're watertight, and it goes up all the curbs. Now we're just starting to put the membrane down and getting it welded. So we'll work our way across, and I'll come back when we've got that on, and then we can concentrate on doing this this lower level. Right, that's the main warm roof sorted out. Tomorrow, take the slates off, do the flashing up the back of that, sort out that mess there, and that'll be this bit watertight. Then we move down to the lower level, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Right, I think we want to have a bit of a tidy up. This is going to look terrible on the video. Right, this blue bit you can see in the middle here, that I don't believe, I think that's just glue on the, it is, yeah. They've just not, yeah, it's been sat like that for months.
Wow.
Oh, that's really not friendly, is it?
Nah, just carry on, mate.
Yeah, just get it up. Do you know what? I think that's been glued down when it's been wet.
It's just not stuck.
They may as well use fucking toffee. Or honey. And that's the same, is it? That's just a joint. There's not even a joint on there, is there?
Yep, no, just need to see the timber.
Bloody hell. Right, well, let's line this bit first. Then we'll take this triangle out.
Yeah.
And we'll do from there, getting in here done today.
I'll do that up.
Alright, we'll just
Push it back down.
just plop it back down because
I don't know, we'll get to that later.
yeah. Right, we're just stripping this last little bit off. We stripped that off. They've got all the vents in the wrong place, so don't look at the slating at the moment. That's all got to come back off. It was just bunged back on there quickly for us to keep it dry. But we're taking this off, and they've used a little bit of a ripped down ply to give the bottom of the slate some lift. I mean, that'll never rot, will it? And to hold it in place, the best thing to do is to nail it straight through the bloody EPDM. I mean, how thick do you have to be? And oh, hang on.
Oh, that's glued down properly.
Oh, that's really in well, isn't it? Look at that. Hang on, has this been done twice? Oh, looks like. Yeah, this has been done twice. Jesus Christ.
Not just all, but